kitchen. I'm going to be preparing poha snacks recipe. So if you're tired of having the usual poha, then do try making this lovely poha snacks recipe. You can make it for breakfast, or you can make it as an evening snack or light lunch as well. So do make this recipe and serve it to your loved ones. Let's start making this lovely poha snack recipe. So to make the poha snacks, here I have 1 cup of poha or flattened rice. I'm using the measuring cups. So 1 cup of poha, I have half cup of roasted chana dal. This is Bengal gram that I have roasted for 7 to 8 minutes on low flame, just roasted without any oil or ghee, just dry roasted. I have 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds or jeera, some salt to taste. I have some freshly coriander that I've dipped in water. I have such 2 green chilies that are less spicy and 2 chilies that are very spicy. I have 1 lemon and I have 2 Kashmiri dry red chilies. So these are less spicy. So these are the ingredients for today's recipe, and let's get started. So I'm taking a mixing bowl. Into that I'm going to be adding in the poha. You can use any poha, thick or thin. Now I'm just going to add in some water. I'm going to wash this poha nicely 3 to 4 times to get rid of all the dirt, so till it's nice and clean, and then drain the water. I've washed the poha nicely. Now into this I'm adding in half cup of water. So I'm going to close the lid and I'm just going to soak the poha for 10 minutes. So basically, as the poha is soaking, we are going to prepare a coarse powder out of all these ingredients. So I'm taking my mixer grinder. Without adding any other extra ingredient, I'm going to grind this into a coarse powder. Make sure you do this in the pulse mode. Do not grind it so much, just a coarse powder. So this coarse powder is ready, and let me show you how it looks like. This is how it should look like, and the poha are nice and soft. Now what I'm going to do is I'm taking a bigger mixing bowl and I'm just going to nicely squeeze the poha, squeeze the excess water and add it here. Just lightly squeeze the water and add it in the mixing bowl. So next in I'm just going to mash the poha. Now do this process for around 2 to 3 minutes so that the poha is nice and combined. So just pressing it like this. Now as the poha is nice and mashed, I'm going to add in the prepared coarse powder that we had made. Now I'm going to just mix it lightly with a spoon, just lightly, not so much. After mixing it like this, I'm adding in some salt to taste. After adding in the salt, I'm going to squeeze in some lemon juice. So I'm using 1 full lemon and taking the juice out of it. After adding in the lemon juice, I'm adding in some freshly chopped coriander leaves. And without adding any other additional ingredient, I'm just going to get my hands in here and give this all a nice mix and kind of form it like a dough. So just keep on mixing it nicely. We want all the ingredients to nice and combine to get nicer. So you can see this has become nice like a dough. So I'm just going to knead it like 1 to 2 more minutes so that this becomes nice and soft, just like the normal dough, or else when we will start preparing the cutlets out of this might get some cracks. So I'm just continuing kneading it. So I've kneaded it like a dough and you can see it's become nice and it is all together. Now first we have to check if with this mixture our cutlets are getting nice. Just to kind of check the consistency, I'll take a small portion like this and I'm just going to kind of try and make it round to see if it is nice and soft. Not too soft, not too hard, just that nice and perfect consistency of a cutlet. Yes, this is nice and perfect. So after preparing the round, and I'm just going to make this go nice and round and then just make it into a cutlet type shape and secure all the sides. Similarly, I'm going to prepare all the cutlets. You can prepare any shapes and any sizes. So I've prepared all the cutlets, and with this recipe I was able to make around 15 medium sized cutlets. So this recipe I'm not going to be deep frying, I'm going to be shallow frying. So let's go to the shallow frying process. So this is a very healthy recipe, and that's the reason I'm going to be shallow frying. I've taken some oil. I'm going to let the oil become nice and hot on medium flame. So first I want to check if the oil is hot enough. I'm taking a toothpick and I'm just going to insert it in the middle. The oil isn't so hot, so I'm just going to wait around 1 to 2 more minutes until the oil becomes nice and hot. The oil is now nice and hot. I'm just going to take such and I'm just going to place the cutlets. You can see the oil is very nice and hot. Now keep the flame on complete low and place the cutlets in the oil very slowly. So just be very careful and place the cutlets. You have to make sure that you have to nicely shallow fry these cutlets only on low flame for around 3 to 5 minutes. So do not touch the cutlets right now as they are soft, and if you will try to just flip them, if for example at this stage if I flip it, it's not going to work and these cutlets may break. So only on low flame for 3 to 5 minutes on each side, and then we will flip it. So it has been around 3 minutes and I'm just going to slowly flip these cutlets, just slowly. You can see the nice golden brown color. So flip all of these. Just be very careful. The oil is very hot, so you just have to be very careful while flipping it. So you can see the nice and golden brown color. After flipping this again on low to medium flame, let me keep it a bit medium in case. Just on low to medium flame, I'm still going to shallow fry this on this other side for around 3 to 5 minutes, and you can just keep on flipping these as now these are nice and crisp. So basically you just have to fry it till nice and golden brown, and then next I'm just going to repeat the process and show you how all these poha cutlets. So this all poha snacks are ready, or poha cutlets, you may say that I've shallow fried them and these are nice and done. So I'm going to serve this. So I'm serving this with tomato ketchup. You can serve this with green chutney or any other chutney or dip that you would like. So this recipe is ready. Thank you so much for watching. You can make this recipe for your children and they are going to love this. So goodbye, and I'll see you in my next video.